Come back. This is Hope at Dawn. Beautiful song. I love it. Kestin Bogo and Clive. And it's a beautiful, amazing song. Come to the Father. And indeed, if you have not yet come to the Father, what are you waiting for? Why are you dilly-dallying? Just come to the Father when he can be found, because a time and a season is coming when he will not be found. But for now, just come to the Father. His arms are wide open to receive you as his child, his daughter, his son. Beautiful song. And it's now time to look what is being reported, that is at what is being reported in the dailies this morning. And we start with the Daily Nation. And they go with the headline, how jobs and pay crisis hit families. Here they are saying employment rate declined from 4.9% in 2019 to 4.4% in 2023. And they say shrinking pay for employees and job cuts have hit families hard as purchasing power for households has declined in recent years. A parliamentary committee report shows households will plunge into further financial distress owing to harsh policies like the skewed methods being applied to determine what families pay for university education and a state-run medical scheme that has seen some unfairly slapped with higher rates. It's a story that is covered on pages 4 and pages pages 4 and page 5. Still on the front page of the Nation, inside Kenya's political merry-go-round, the political stage is a persistently dizzying carousel of intrigue and upheaval. Imagine leaving the country 6 months ago and returning now. You would find a new deputy president, Kithure Kindiki, and President William Ruto calling his once bitter rival Raila Odinga my brother and prime minister. In this land of political alchemy, nothing is as it seems. It's a story that you can read on page number 7. And they are saying here, 2024 year Gen Z protesters stormed parliament. The nation's politics is a riddle wrapped in a mystery where every move defies expectation. You can read that on page 7. I also see here some institutions, they say hustlers suffer as big fish evade 7 billion shillings taxes. Some institutions that owe KRA failed to remit pay as you earn that they deducted from employees' payslips, while others did not deduct withholding tax from money paid to suppliers. The taxman is denied these billions at a time there are concerns about the government increasingly targeting salaried workers with numerous deductions, including housing levy and social health insurance fund fees. What's happening? It's a story that is covered on page number 8. Kila Matatu crew jailed for life, offer no lesson to rogue peers. Kila Matatu crew jailed for life, offer no lesson to rogue peers. James Gitau, a Matatu driver, and his conductor Silas Ndongo are serving a life sentence for killing a passenger following a scuffle over a 5 shillings bus fare 21 years ago. The stiff punishment has not been a deterrent if last week's incident where a conductor pushed a passenger out of a speeding bus is anything to go by. It's a story that is covered on page number 3. I also see here senators want counties given 465 billion shillings. This is a devolution. This sets the stage for another battle with the national government as the Treasury is proposing that devolved units get 405.1 billion shillings equitable share for the financial year ending June 30th, 2026. It's a story that is covered on page number 5. And I see here the DN2 Junior Sport is the pullout today on inside the Daily Nation. DN2 Junior Sport, the making of an artpreneur. You can read that story on page 2 inside the Junior Sport, inside the Daily Nation. And I see here Kenya thrash Uganda, that is in the sports section. Kenya thrashing Uganda as Nyayo Stadium reopens in style. That's some good news there of the Starlets. And I see rally driver Neuville holds charity efforts in Kenya over transparency issues. Wow. In Kenya, I tell you, it's always disappointing. Now, this rally driver has halted charity efforts in Kenya because of transparency issues. You can read that story. It is covered inside the Daily Nation and the sports page specifically. Now, if we shift gear and get to see what is being reported today, that is in the inside the Standard. This is the Standard, and they are going with the headline, Road Tax Tyranny. That is what they go with, and they say the government's plan to introduce road tolls could generate 4.8 trillion shillings, but at what cost? Critics say it's another financial strain on Kenyans, benefiting private firms while raising transport costs. With debt rising and infrastructure needs mounting, is this the solution or just another levy on an already overtaxed public? That is what they are asking. And road toll policy, there exists an outstanding maintenance backlog estimated at 500 billion. Other taxes paid by road users are not specifically allocated to the roads subsector. Road tolling should therefore provide a solution to the funding gap. And Davis Churchill, the transport CS, says Kenya has not implemented user charges for economic infrastructure. Roads should be funded through fuel levies and tolls where viable, ensuring passenger and freight transport operate commercially under the user pays principle. And so that is a story. Yet another tax being proposed on an already overburdened Kenyan. That is a story that you can read on page 4 inside the Standard. Then she left for work. Now she faces a death sentence. That is the story of this lady who is facing the hangman's noose in Vietnam over drug trafficking charges. And then boon for retirees in new proposals. That is the business section of the Standard. And Newville sets eyes on elusive Safari Rally title. And of course, all eyes on the Safari Rally and what is happening. And then the pullout inside the Standard, health and science. That is the pullout. Silent pain of sickle cell anemia. That is the pain. Sickle cell anemia demands everything from Jennifer and Jacinta, their time, their finances, their emotions. Yet in the face of it all, their love for their children remains an unbreakable force of resilience. It's on page 4 and 5 inside the health and science pull out. And then diabetes, key lifestyle changes and medication that will keep you healthy. It's on page 3. And diagnosed with arthritis at 38, now battling diabetes. That is on page 7 inside the health and sciences pull out as well. And that is what is being reported in the Standard. The Business Daily also, they have their stories here. And most stolen vehicles revealed as recovery rises to 13%. Station wagons, lorries most preferred by thieves. Number of insured cars reported stolen drops by 28%. So most stolen vehicles revealed. And then City Hall disowns 3.9 billion shillings Jamia Mosque roundabout deal. What's happening? That's on the front page of the Business Daily. And then debt service costs up 69 billion shillings on higher domestic rates. And then I see KCB cedes 30% share of G2G oil deal payments. And then big ticket deals keep Kenya law firms on the global ranking list. And investors return to longer T-bills as rates decline even further. And then years of starvation from county revenue allocation are now biting us where it hurts most. Karo Musyoka. And that story you can read on page 9. And on the life story segment, the rise of women on the golf course. That is what is being reported in the Business Daily. And so you can grab your favorite copy of your daily, get to read what is happening in our nation in the different counties. As believers, we say we are reading so that also we get to know how do we pray for our nation. And so Go ahead and read, and also let's continue to pray for our nation. Remember, if this nation prospers, you will also prosper. If it goes to the dogs, you are not immune, because you are living in this world. So we need this country together, thriving and also succeeding for everyone, right? Sawa sawa. Paving way now is the video of the day.